first one is what I call intention work. And so a friend of mine, author, national bestseller, USA Today bestseller, Mike Goldman, very good friend of mine. He wrote a book called The Strength of Talent, and he got on USA Today's list, which I'm very proud of him for. But one of the things Mike talks about a lot is what he calls the law of positive intent. And that is when people wake up in the morning, it's important not to think about them as someone with the law of negative intent, where you believe that they've got a negative intentions towards you. Instead, you assume positive intent. You assume they've got a positive perspective. They're trying to do the best they can. Now, that's a useful way of thinking. I have a different one, which I call the law of neutral intent. And the law of neutral intent is they're not even thinking about doing good or bad. They're just doing. And they're doing it for their own reasons. And so whenever people take actions that piss you off or annoy you or frustrate you, instead of going, oh, they've got a positive intent or they've got a negative intent, sometimes it's just they've just got a neutral intent. Now, I would argue that the positive intent is probably the most useful, but sometimes by just labeling people as having a positive intent, there's probably a part of your mind, at least there is for me, where I'm like, no, they're not waking up in the morning going, how can I make Owen's life more wonderful? That person in the DMV is not thinking to themselves, oh, I just want to make sure that Owen Fitzpatrick is the best day possible, right? So they're not having a positive intent. But they also aren't waking up in the morning going, if someone called Owen Fitzpatrick comes to the desk, I'm going to destroy them, right? They're not thinking that. They probably have a neutral intent. They're just trying to get on with the day. And so I think it's important that we do a sort of intention scan where we go, what game is the person playing? Like, what are they trying to optimize for? What are they trying to achieve? Are they trying to piss you off? Are they trying to make your life heaven, right? What are they trying to do? And more often than not, they're not trying to do either. They're just trying to get by. They're just trying to live their life. They're just trying to do their job. And when you take yourself out of it and you recognize the intention, oftentimes that will help you. So the only time that I kind of do struggle with being, okay with people is when I feel that there is a negative intention. So when I can actively see them trying to, inverted commas, win against me, trying to put me in my place, that's the time where I react negatively. But whenever I don't feel that intention, whenever I don't get that indication, I do tend to try to navigate towards the law of neutral intent, where I'm like, maybe they've got a positive intent, maybe they've got a negative intent, but more than likely, they're just trying to get by. And so that's what I call intention work, which I find useful.